Gonna be doing a little tutorial and explain on how to remove the 3D grass using the tool World Editor for XP11. And I'm gonna be doing it for Amsterdam Schiphol. So I've been sent a lot of questions, or you guys send me a lot of questions on how to remove the 3D grass for Amsterdam Schiphol, as many of us are experiencing a lot of performance uh, issues, low frame rates, and that's mostly being caused by the amount of 3D grass that is on and around Schiphol. So once I deleted all the 3D grass, I managed to gain, some more frame rates, and I actually don't mind having no 3D grass at all. It's not bothering me, so I'm totally fine and happy with it. But many of you guys seem to be struggling with how to remove it, and it's not difficult, but obviously you have to know what you're doing. So I'm gonna be explaining it to you guys, show it to you guys on how to do that, because until now I've only been, writing, the answers to you guys, but I think it's maybe much more easier for everyone if I just made a little video on how to do it, because like that you get, a clear vision or on how to actually do it. At least I would prefer a video instead of someone, writing it to me on how to do something, since videos are much more easier. So what we're gonna do, you're gonna first of all, you're gonna need the World Editor tool for Explain. You can just download it. If you Google it, you will get it right away. Once you have downloaded it, you're gonna have to choose your Explain folder. And once you have done that, you will get this screen that I have in front of me. Um, I already have Schiphol here, the no static version, but I'm gonna be using this one, which is also the no static version, but I made sure that I actually added the Schiphol again in the custom scenery folder, because if I open this one, it already has all the grass removed, and yeah, I cannot explain to you guys then how to do it. So I made sure that I added the no static version with the 3D grass, so I can actually show it to you guys. So you select your airport, then you click on Open Scenery Package. Then you just have to wait a little bit. For me, this takes a few seconds to load, so we're just gonna have to be a little bit patient. Also, another thing, I'm gonna be providing also my airport file. So let's say that you have tried this using the World Editor tool, but it didn't work for you. Just um, just put in the comments. Just ask in the comments if I can share the airport file with you guys, and I'll make sure that I'll upload my Schiphol airport file with and provide a link so you can download it. And then all you have to do is just copy and replace it with your own airport file, and then you have the airport without the 3D grass. But yeah, just let me know in the comments then if you would like that. But for now, we're in the world editing tool, and as you can see, we're here at Schiphol, and we're just gonna go straight away to this little area here. So as you can see, you have these dark green areas here, and when you click with your left mouse button, you'll highlight it or select it. And obviously, if it is selected when once it's like a little bit yellow. So these are all the 3D grass pieces or areas around Schiphol. I can I can tell you one thing. There's a lot of these areas here around Schiphol. So that is why it takes, some time to delete it manually, because you have to search, you know, whole Schiphol for these dark green areas. And these areas right here, they are quite, well, there are big areas. you know, like this one, but you also have really, really small areas, such as this one here, and they even get smaller at some places. So as you can imagine, you know, it takes some time to search all, you know, all the areas, um, to remove it. So I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be removing every single area of grass. I'm just going to do this area here, just so you guys, you know, get an idea on how to do it. So what you're going to do, you're going to click on it, left mouse button, you highlight it basically, and all you're going to do is press the delete button on your keyboard. So right now I press the delete button and it's gone. You're going to do the same thing for this here, delete, you select it, you press delete, you select it, you press delete. One little notice is that, for example, here you have the 3D grass, but you have to be careful not to select, you know, these things here because they are not part of the 3D grass. So, you know, just be careful with making sure that you do select the grass area, but you can see that if it's highlighted in yellow. So we press delete again, and as you can see, this area here is now we now got rid of it, of the 3D grass. You just go here. Well, you do the same. Delete, delete. Oh yeah, also a notice. I'm not sure about this, but it could be that there are also dark green areas, which might not be grass, but might be something else. Um, so if you want to be a little bit, if you want to be sure that it's actually grass that you're removing, I think you can just watch here on the right side. You will see the name of this one is called grass low under the class forest. But do know not every area of grass is called grass because, for example, this one is called lawn, but which is also grass. So, you know, but you removed it. This one is called lawn as well. Well, we're just gonna press delete here, delete. This one is called lawn. This is called green grass. But usually when it's under the class forest or you look at resources and it's under the class vegetation, you well, it's most of the time you can expect it to be grass. So, you know, just remove it. And as well as this one here is a bigger area, just press delete and it's gone. So you're gonna do that for whole Schiphol. And I can tell you right now, you know, it can take some time to actually search all the areas that has grass and then delete it manually. But let's say you've done that, you've removed all the areas which contained 3D grass. Now what you're gonna do, which is where I think most of you guys get stuck, is now you have deleted everything. Probably you guys save it, and then you go into explain. You spawn at Schiphol, and what do you see? 3D grass, and you're like, how did that just happen? I just removed everything, and it's back. Now here's the thing. Here's the important thing. First of all, you go to when you're done, you go to File, and then you go to Target Explain Version. You select Explain 11.30. And what you're gonna do then is you're gonna have to validate it. You click validate, and now this is very important, this step, because as you can see, I get some errors. I get as well as a warning. Now every warnings that you get is fine. You can save the airport file when you get warnings, but if you get an error, you cannot save it. So you have to get rid of all the errors you have. Now in this case, I got an error here, and it's a frequency 137.000, not in the range of 108, well, you name it. So, but we need to get rid of this error, otherwise we cannot save the airport file, because it will just go back to the old file, which contained all the 3D grass. So what we're gonna have to do, in this case, it's gonna be a frequency error. So it's basically saying that the frequency 137.000 is not in the range of 108 137 or 200. Okay, so we're going to go to the frequency here. Let's see, we're going to go here. So we're on the right side, you can see here the name, class type, and the frequency. So it's giving me a frequency error, and it's saying that it is not in a range. So what we're going to do, we're just going to change the frequency. Not that difficult. Let's see if we can actually change that. So we're gonna close this one, and let's see, not in the range of. Okay, we're gonna close it. We're gonna go here. Let's see what we can actually. We're just gonna change it. We're just gonna put this one, I don't know, make it maybe like 136. Well, we're gonna validate again. And as you can see now, the error is gone. So, but the problem was, I think the frequency had to be between 108 and 136 point maybe 950, because if it was at 137.000, it was not in the range. So we just changed it to 136.000. As you can see, it is an ATC frequency, and it's the ATIS for arrival. Now I fly on FATSIM, so I don't use these frequencies. I use the frequencies provided by FATSIM. If you're an offline player, so you do use ATC provided by the games itself. I'm not sure if this is going to be a problem. Well, I think you're probably just going to have to use this frequency then for the ATIS for arrival. But for me, it doesn't matter because I fly online on FATSIM, so I don't use these frequencies. But the important thing to notice is that we got rid of the error and we only got warnings. But the warnings, they are not important. You know, yeah, you just leave it. You don't have to look at it. Because the most important thing is you get rid of all the errors. And if you do get an error, as you could see, it will be telling you what the error is, and then make sure you change it to whatever it needs to be changed. But right now we got no errors, only warnings, which is totally fine. So we're just gonna wait for warnings and proceed. So we did validate, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna obviously save it. So we did save it right now. And then we're gonna go to export, and we're gonna go to export scenery back. So we're gonna click on that. As you can see, it will go through the validation result list again, but we got warnings, so that's good. Let's see, so right now it should be saved, and we can actually check that. So we're gonna go to, let's see, I'm gonna close this one. So as you can see, this is the area, the two areas that removed the 3D grass. So I'm gonna close it. Oh, wait. I thought that we saved the changes, but yes, we're gonna want to save it before we close it. Okay. Let us see. All right, so as you can see, so this is the file that we're editing. So this is the Schiphol file that we're editing. As you can see, it got modified 15:01, which is the time that it is now. So we do know that it got edited, which is good. So we're gonna go here again. We're gonna be opening it. So we're gonna open the Schiphol airport that we just edited. And we are back at it again. As you can see, the 3D grass here is gone. It is no more. Um, so that's how you do it. So you just go to when you're done with everything, you go to File, you make sure you validate it, you make sure that there's going to be no errors. If you get warnings, that's fine, um, because you can save it in the airport. But when you get an error, you have to get rid of it, otherwise you won't be able to save the airport file. Um, so you validate it, make sure the target explain version is going to be you select explain 11.30. And well, when you've done the validation and it's all good, just export scenery pack. I'm not sure if it's really necessary to do it, but just in case, just do it. And once you've done that, you are good to go. So I will show you guys how it looks for me with all the grass removed. As you can see here, a lot of dark green areas, a lot of dark green areas here. Um, yeah, and it just keeps on going like that. A lot of dark green areas with a lot of 3D grass. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna be closing it, and oh, I think it's freezing the tool. There we go. So I'm just gonna close it. I'll wait for it to close. Yeah, for me this world editor tool is not always running smoothly. I don't know why, but for some reason it's not always going smoothly. So we're just gonna have to wait a little bit. It's probably not responding. Okay, we're just gonna do it like that. Wait, it's gonna say it's not responding. There we go. Okay. So good thing to know is you have always a backup of your earth.wed.xml file. So let's say you messed something up, you can always revert back to the backup one. And all you have to do is just, let's say that you mess it up, you delete this one, you make a copy of this one. So you just make a copy and then you just rename it to this one here. So you make sure that it has this exact name, and then you got the old one back. And then you can start all over again if you want to. I'm just gonna delete it for now. So yeah, so we're gonna go back into the world editor, and now I'm gonna open the no static version, or the one that I am using currently. I'm gonna open it, and then you'll see that my Schiphol has no 3D grass anymore. Let's see. As I said before, it always takes a few seconds for my computer to load this tool up. Let's see if it goes a bit faster. Yeah, so here we go. So as you can see, basically all these green, light green, oh, I wouldn't say light green, but these area here, those green areas, that's where all of the 3D grass was, and it's all gone now. Let's see if I can zoom in, if that tool allows me to. I see my computer is struggling a little bit with this tool. Alright, well, it seems that the tool is freezing a bit. Alright, it doesn't matter, so all I want to show you guys is that, as you can see, all the 3D grass is removed. And obviously, when you're in Explain, you will see no 3D grass. And hopefully then the performance is better for you guys. For me, it did improve my performance. First of all, I gained some frame rates, and I don't have any stuttering anymore, which I used to have. So that is the tutorial on how to remove the 3D grass for Schiphol. Obviously, you can do this for any other airport you'd like to. Now, I hope this helped you guys out a little bit. Um, well, let's say if there's still some things that are not very clear to you guys, feel free to leave, a message in the comment, or your question. I'll make sure that I'll reply as fast as I can. And as I said before, if if you're like, well, I'm not really, I don't really want to go into all these and all this trouble going into this editing tool and remove the grass by myself. I prefer just the earth.wed file that I have, um, so that you guys can download it and just replace it with your own one. Just leave it in the comment as well. Just ask me for the airport file, and I'll make sure that I'll provide a link with the airport file for you guys to download. And all you have to do then is just go into, let's see, I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. So all you have to do then, if you download my file, which is going to be this one, make sure you have a backup of your own. Well, it's always standard already a backup. You delete this one, or you don't. You just go like this. Oh, wait, I messed that up. Hold on. All you do then is just copy it here, and it's going to ask you to replace this one. You press yes, and then you have my file, um, yeah, installed. So as you can see here, there's no 3D grass for me. It's all gone. These areas used to be dark green. They're all gone. As we zoom in here, as you can see, all the grass here is removed. All these areas that used to have 3D grass, it's all gone right now. Also here, yeah, it's a big area. Um, oh yeah, a little thing maybe here. These are trees, but you have to be careful with removing the grass here because the trees are inside the area of grass. So you have to be careful that you don't delete the trees, but make sure you only delete the grass there. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's a lot of areas, so you have to you're gonna be looking for a while for all the areas. But once you have done that and you removed everything, you validate, you make sure you export the scenery pack, you save it, and you're good to go. Um, yeah, there's not much more left for me to say. I hope this video helped you guys out. Like I said, feel free to leave a comment. Um, I'd also appreciate it if you guys, would leave a comment if it worked for you guys, so that I know that the explanation that I gave actually helped you guys out. Um, Otherwise, I'll have to make another video then to see where it goes wrong. So yeah, just leave a comment if it helped. Leave a comment if you want my airport file, or I should say it's called the earth.wed.xml file. So if you want to have mine, just let me know. I'll make sure I upload it and provide you guys with a link to download it. Um, yeah, and then hopefully it works. You gain your FPS back, and you can enjoy a Schiphol without having to worry about the performance. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys doing all well in these difficult times. And yeah, enjoy Schiphol then.